You're not going to believe this. The woman who built her political brand on fighting corruption, on taking down Donald Trump and his allies, is now facing her own indictment. New York Attorney General Letitia James, charged with mortgage fraud. The same prosecutor who branded herself as the guardian of justice, now standing on the other side of it. And the timing, the optics, the hypocrisy, it's all too perfect. Here's what happened. Prosecutors allege that in 2020, Letitia James purchased a property under the claim that it would be her secondary residence. Doing so gave her access to lower mortgage rates, saving her roughly $19,000 in total. But investigators say that claim was false. Instead of living there, she allegedly rented the property out for profit. That's what turned a real estate transaction into a criminal charge. And the irony isn't lost on anyone. The state's top law enforcement officer, accused of the very same conduct she's prosecuted others for. This is where things get messy, because Letitia James isn't just any attorney general. She's one of the most politically visible figures in the country, the woman who sued Donald Trump, who launched civil actions against conservative groups, and became a regular name in national media as a fighter for justice. Now that image is cracked, her critics say this isn't just karma, it's exposure, that the system she weaponized is finally turning on her. But her allies call it something else entirely, a hit job. They say this indictment is political retribution, pure and simple, a move designed to destroy her credibility before she makes her next political move. The reactions are split right down the middle. Conservative outlets are calling it poetic justice. Headlines like "The prosecutor becomes the prosecuted" are everywhere, while mainstream media outlets are treading lightly, using phrases like questionable filing or politically motivated prosecution. And that double standard is sparking outrage online. When Trump or a Republican is under investigation, every network runs it like a national emergency. But when it's Letitia James, suddenly it's all about context, optics, and due process. It's the media's favorite game. Moral outrage for one side, caution and sympathy for the other. If convicted, the charges could carry serious consequences. Mortgage fraud is no small matter. Even if it's a single property, it speaks to intent, to credibility, and that's lethal for a public official. Her office has yet to comment beyond calling the charges baseless and politically motivated. But prosecutors say they have documentation showing she signed and submitted false occupancy statements. In other words, this isn't hearsay, they're claiming evidence. Think about the optics here. For years, Letitia James built her career on the promise of integrity. She went after the NRA. She went after Donald Trump. She positioned herself as the moral compass of New York. And now, she's accused of lying to save $19,000 on a mortgage. It's the kind of story that forces people to ask, how deep does hypocrisy run in American politics? And why is accountability always selective? Is justice truly blind? Or does it only swing one way? From an outsider's view, this isn't just about one politician. It's about the system itself, a system where the powerful play prosecutor one day and defendant the next, where justice isn't measured by truth, but by which side you're on. Letitia James says she's being targeted. Her critics say she's getting what she deserves. But both sides miss the real point, the erosion of public trust. When those who claim to uphold the law can't be trusted to follow it, the entire foundation starts to crack. This isn't about left or right anymore. It's about credibility, and right now, it feels like America's running out of it. This story is far from over, and if the past is any indication, the political fallout could be massive. Whether she walks free or faces conviction, one thing is certain. This case will expose far more than just one person's actions. It'll reveal what justice in America really means and who it's truly meant for. I'm your host, and this is Outsider's Take. Subscribe for more truth-based analysis, because the story behind the headlines is always the one worth knowing.